Welcome, everybody. It's time to officially kick off Deriv AI Talent. Welcome to everybody joining us on site in Dubai at the Deriv's office, as well as the online participants who are watching us now. So they've got exactly the same view as you do. To all of the online people who are tuning in, I hope you see the whole audience full of people. We've got a full room here. We're hacking for the next 48 hours, February 6th, live from Dubai. My name is Joanna. I'm from the Native AI team and the LabLab team. I'll be here to support you all the way together with Deriv mentors who are present with us on site. And you can always ask them for help on LabLab Discord server as well, to all the folks that's watching us right now online. For everybody present on site, you can see people with Deriv branded t-shirts. So if you ever struggle and want to ask for help, feel free to approach all of us anytime, and we're here to support you all the way through. Starting quickly with the event schedule, we are kicking off right now on February 6th. We'll hear opening words from the Native AI team and from Deriv directly. We'll introduce you to the Hackathon Challenge and all the tracks that we've got prepared for you, so you know exactly what to do to succeed at this incredible event. Also, tomorrow we'll have the full hacking day. For everybody who wants, you're free to also hack all the night and build incredible things. For all the on-site people joining us right now, we open the doors tomorrow at 9 a.m. and we close at 9:30. And the important thing to keep in mind is that the submission deadline is tomorrow, February 7th at 9 p.m. Dubai time. So all the projects need to be submitted by that time exactly. If it comes to Sunday, this is the time when, after you submit your projects, judges will start deliberating and checking your projects one by one to come up with the best projects built during the next 24 hours. Then, for all the on-site people present with us, you'll have a chance to pitch your projects on stage. So in the end, we'll have tomorrow for the whole day the QR code displayed that you can simply scan and apply to pitch on stage, and we would really love to hear you talking about what you built in here. We'll have tomorrow on Sunday the winner ceremony. We'll also stream it, so both the on-site and the online teams will be mentioned on stage, so we know who built the best solutions. Now, let me introduce our speakers. Let's start with Andrea Marazzi, co-founder of LabLab AI and Natively AI, on stage.
Thanks, Joanna. Thank to all of you here, and thank to everybody that is online. I think we have more than 1,500 people that are following up and online. I was there last Saturday. Some of you probably was already there, some will not. And you all know that I start being a bit cheeky at the very beginning. So today I will pick 3 persons again and ask them to come on stage. And I will choose, you are the first, I'm sorry. The lady, you're looking staring, you can go on stage as well. And Mr. Benetton as well, come on stage. So before we start, I have a question for each of you. First of all, you introduce yourself, you tell us who you are, and you tell us why you are here today.
Yeah, I'm Rustam, and I'm a data analyst fresher looking for jobs in your Dubai. And it's my first hackathon. I think it will be a great experience.
Can you put the microphone near your mouth, please?
Hello?
Internet on.
Need to turn on switch?
Yes, yes.
I am Rustam.
Mic is not working.
Hello? Hello. Okay. Yeah. Hi, I'm Rustam. I'm a data analyst fresher looking jobs in Dubai. And it's my first hackathon experience, and it's really great to experience and get into through the area. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Raquel. I'm here from the US. I had the pleasure of competing at Function One and adore the Lab team. The beautiful Joanna invited me out, and I could not pass the opportunity to work with Lab again in Dubai. So I am here. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Kayvan. I'm a software developer with more than 15 years experience. And I don't remember where I first saw your advertise, but I'm here for as of curiosity and also creating network. And you know, AI is very interesting nowadays.
Okay, thanks for the three brave people that took advantage to come on stage. And I asked them, why are you here? And you find a different kind of answer. And I think one important thing today, it is, I hope, or I believe the majority of you are here because they want to become Derivian. Before I entered this room, I had a completely different t-shirt. They branded me, so I'm a Derivian. They took my picture. I can go all the 3 floors, and I became a Derivian in less than a week. So I think it's the goal of this hackathon is a little bit different from what you're doing normally, but it's fantastic. We're talking about innovation. Together with Deriv, we found a very innovative way of finding talent. Instead of looking for putting job ads and so on, we say, why don't create an hackathon together? We just drop some challenge to the community. And based on the result of the challenge, we see who are the best and try to find an opportunity for all you to be hired. So that's why we are here today, to have fun for sure, to show what we are able to do, and to have an opportunity for all of you online and on site to become a Derivian like I became in the last week. And I think I can pass the mics to Seema, I believe. Seema. And by the way, let's see if she's a Derivian. She chose a different kind of t-shirt. I'm sorry, I'm teasing her a bit. I let you talk.
I'd hire you, and that's enough. My name is Seema. I am the CHRO. I would add to what you said. This is not an innovative way just to hire more Derivians. We can do it by advertising globally. I'm introducing my recruitment team. Bhaskar, are you here somewhere? Can you raise your hand? Vipula, can you raise your hand? They're all here. But more than that, what is more important is an AI community. AI community which we all want to belong to, which we want to be a part of. These are not random challenges that we have picked. You will have time with Rutimi and Shavi on our challenges. These are not random challenges. If the agenda is automate everything, it means everything, which means what we have picked up are challenges which we are currently facing, which we want to automate, and we want to seek more solutions than we have found internally. So this is going to be a fun round. You said this was your first hackathon, Hussam. This is our first hackathon in Dubai, but this will not be the last one. We want to make it a venue for AI community of the UAE to come, learn together, vibe together, and have fun, some fun together. I've got my AI leaders here from the team. You would see them all wearing Automate Everything. I would introduce Rutimi, Chavi, Chris. That's the team. If you have come on the last Saturday, you've met them. These are the leaders, but this is not all. In this building, we have more than 40 AI engineers, and across the globe, we have more than 125 AI engineers and growing. So we do want to hire AI engineers. Andrea, we are selective. Very selective. Just wearing a t-shirt doesn't make you Derivian. Huh? We are mighty selective, and I'm just putting a number. Out of numbers that apply to Deriv, we select only 2 to 3%. I'm saying that with a lot of confidence because many of you would apply, many of you will get selected, but many will get rejected. That's nothing to do with you alone. It's our selection criteria. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that this hackathon is not useful. The opportunity to learn together is far more than anything else that is possible. So that is what we are. For us, one of the values of the company is competence. And competence means learning together, continuously. Teamwork is the second value. Together is important. Customer, we exist for customer. Everything else is a detail, right? Integrity. Why integrity? We will not do anything which is unethical or which should not be done, which I can't tell my children about, right? That is what integrity stands for. And why am I sharing this is, use this process today to understand what you are getting into. Integrity also means you will know the judging criteria, you'll know the problems, you'll have all the help available, because that is how we want to play. Transparent, clear, honest, in front. So welcome to the Deriv Hackathon. We are very excited to host you here. And we do hope to see you all in tomorrow. I know the option of working online is there, but the fun of on-site is different, right? Yes, so let's make it on-site. Come here. This entire floor will be open to you. We have beautiful offices. All these 3 floors belong to us. Have fun with us. Look forward and looking forward to a really good hackathon together. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Seema. I think we all feel the same right now, super motivated and super excited for what's going to be an unforgettable 2 days of building. And if it comes to building, I would like to invite on stage Xavier and Rotmi from the Deriv team to introduce you to the Hackathon Challenge.
I just need to get a table to put. Yeah. I need a table as well. We'll just use this.
We will start presenting 1 second. Now it comes what you are all coming for, and at least to know the challenges.
Long list. I will try to shorten it as much as possible. But you can visit the website and you would see it there. So we're just going to show you where you would see it. So on the website, when you visit the challenge section, you would see the different domains as well as the different challenges. So there are PDF documents in there. We have a lot of text, for you to go through. But we'll do an initial briefing, just so we're quite familiar with the challenges. All right. So what we've done is, just like we had mentioned, Saturday, for those that came around, we have different challenges across different departments. And so we're going to go through all the challenges. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. So I'll start with the trading. So for trading, we have 2 challenges. The first one is intelligent trading analysis. So pretty much, building an autonomous AI agent that looks at market data, looks at real-time movements, picking the feeds, and then just being able to interpret that. And then the second one for that is personalized trading education assistance. So for some of us that are quite familiar with trading, sometimes you just need that nudge. You want to buy BTC or you want to buy gold, you're logging into the trading platform and you just need that nudge, right? So you need that tip that says, oh, BTC is down. BTC is on what, 63,000 now? And so maybe it's the right time for you to buy. I like that you're smiling. And so, yeah, so that's one of the challenges we have for trading. And then we go to compliance as well. So for compliance, we're looking at an autonomous AI agent that can do transaction monitoring and analysis, right? So, again, we're going to use synthetic data. So we have this FAQ part where we'll share more information as to, what exactly are we going to be giving or sharing, where to get your data from, etc. So for this, we're just pretty much looking at autonomous agents that, can go through data, goes through this large data sets, and can just detect, if there's any anomaly, if there's this fraudulent transactions or series of transactions that we need to know about, it just triggers that. At the same time, for compliance, we have the second one, which is the AI compliance manager. And of course, just like, our business, we have different jurisdictions, right? So you pretty much just want an AI agent that understands that. So he understands the requirements. So one of such could be, the MFSA, which is the Malta Financial Services Authority, and just, grabbing that regulatory requirement and being able to say, oh, these are the different things or different operational things we need to do as an organization. Then we have the next one, which is anti-fraud. Again, whilst we're talking about this, yes, there's a lot of reference to Gen AI, but at the same time, it could just be your traditional ML as well. All we want to see is that your creativity, when you're building the solutions. So for anti-fraud, we have two key use cases. Okay, I'm going to give the mic to someone now. All right, so we have two key use cases. So the first one is the AI-powered client fraud detection. So again, end-to-end autonomous system. And the reason why we're saying this is, if you look at a year back, when a lot of us were building AI solutions, we started off with, basic RAG chatbots, right? So you would ask questions, you'd get responses. But again, times are changing, right? So, okay, I'm getting really distracted. I'm going to give the mic to someone. The next person I hear them speaking here, I'll give the mic to them. Okay. So for the anti-fraud one, yeah. So like I was saying, you had the chatbot where you need to query, you need to ask questions, and then you're expecting feedback. But again, for us, what we're looking at are autonomous systems, right? So meaning you want them to give you insight. So you don't really want to prompt agents, right? So that's very old school. That's 2024, 2025. This is 2026. And so you want that, insights from the agents. And then the second one around that is partner and affiliate fraud detection. And so pretty much in Deriv, what exactly do we call partners or affiliates? So of course, our business is very straightforward. We want clients to register. We want them to sign up. We want them to deposit. At the same time, we want them to trade and be able to withdraw. Now, in doing that, we have this very big ecosystem around partners. So partners would have referral links, and then they can bring clients on the platform. So this is pretty much just detecting, that if a fraud ring, of affiliates or partners, and then the different, fraud activities that they could be performing. We'll go to the next one, which is the finance department. For this, I think this is quite straightforward. Again, an intelligent system, that does reconciliation. So of course, we deal with, a lot of payment service providers, so PSPs, but at the same time also we need to auto approve payments. So it's just, figuring out the right action, the right workflow to take, and then just taking the action. Then the next one is partners and affiliates. This we already talked or explained, what or who partners are. For this, we're pretty much looking at a churn prediction system, right? So just an autonomous agent that says, oh, I see that this partner was last active 3 months ago, or, 6 months ago, this partner was bringing in, this volume, right, to Deriv. But we just noticed that we've seen a reduction, right, in partner activities. So we think that this guy might be leaving us soon, right? So it means we need to reactivate, we need to reach out to the partner and take whatever actions we need to take. So again, we want you to build for this. It could be a predictive analysis system, that has that insights and, can just share early warning signs. And then for the HR, two use cases we're looking at here. The first one is the HR operations platform. So of course, you know how it works, right? So you go for interviews, you do psychometry analysis, then again, you would have maybe second round of interview, and then there's the reference checks, and then you realize that you spend about a month, just before you get onboarded, right? And then you still have like 2 months notice period. So you're looking at about 2 to 3 months. So what we're looking at is an AI-powered, solution that kind of just does all of that, right? So you attend interviews, for instance, he analyzes the transcript from that interview, decides, if you made it or not, based on the requirements. At the same time, from there you have a workflow that goes for reference checks. You get the responses back. He checks the markets and says, oh, for this employee, this is the salary range, and then it just comes up with the offer pack and all that. So this is pretty much what we're looking at for this. And then the second part is around performance monitoring. So of course, for those of us that are working here, we know how it works, right? So every 6 months or once a year, you would sit with your line managers, and then you have like this performance appraisals, right? So you would go through the things you've done for the quarter. I like that you're smiling. We'll go through the things we've done for the quarter or for the year, for instance. But then the challenge with humans is we have this recency bias, right? So it means that you screwed up for the first 9 months of the year. The last 3 months, you were top notch, right? But then the only thing your manager just remembers is the last 3 months, or maybe the last 1 month, right? And they think, oh, you're an A player, right? Even though you pretty much screwed up for like 10, 11 months. So we're looking at an AI-powered system for this, or solution, right? Where, it gives insight. So it figures out what you're doing. So for instance, you could be an employee in engineering, so he has visibility into what you're doing on GitHub. If you're using Slack, he has visibility or insight from your Slack as well. You're on Zoom calls, he has that visibility, so he has that transcript of all the conversations you're having on Zoom. And so you can tell real time, right? And just give that insight or signal to your line manager that you're really, really performing, and you're not just waiting till your 11th month, maybe time for bonus, and then, this is when you really put in a lot of effort. And then the security part, this is one of my favorites. For this, we have 2 use cases. The first one is the web application firewall for LLMs. Now, this is quite interesting. So traditionally, right, for some of us that have worked in either DevOps environment, or we've worked on, things related to firewalls, right? We know about the OSI layers. How many people know about OSI layers here? Okay, not a lot. Interesting. Okay. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but yeah, so for some of us that know about the OSI layers, so we have the layer 7, which is the application, right? So for this, traditionally, when you're building applications, you want to have some sort of firewall that just prevents attackers, right? Now, when you're operating at the 7th layer, which is the application layer, it means that you want to prevent things like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, IDOR, and all the likes, right? But again, it gets very interesting when you're talking about LLMs, right? So when someone is doing prompt injection, for instance, how do you prevent that? Now, for SQL injection, you could say, oh, you know what? We could have regex, right? So you could do regex, regular expression matching, and just prevent that. But then when you're talking about things like just LLMs, right? So NLPs, right? So someone types something in English, they want to do prompt injection. How do you build a firewall that detects that, right? And so that's what makes, this use case quite unique. So the use case here is just to, build an application firewall that detects prompt injection. It's not just doing regex, but then it understands the intent behind the messaging. And then the second one is AI pen testers. How many pen testers do we have here? No? How many ethical hackers do we have here? None? Oops. How many security guys do we have here? Oh, you work with pen testers, okay. Pen testers are the bad ones, they're the bad guys. They tell you your code is shit, they do not approve things to go live, yeah, they stop you last moments. Shout out to Rajesh, one of our pen testers. Okay, so for this, what we're looking at is, AI pen tester. So pretty much a penetration tester. So, okay, let's take a step back. A penetration tester is someone that figures out bugs, security bugs or vulnerabilities in applications, systems, APIs, whatever the case might be. So what we're looking at is, an agent that would automatically do that, right? So you just give it a URL, you give it an application. So APK, IPA, whatever the case might be, you automatically just find, security bugs in those, and then you can just generate actionable security reports. And then we go to marketing. For this, we're looking at autonomous mystery shopper. So pretty much an agent that visits our website, it goes through the entire user journey, it tries to sign up, and then it realizes that, oh, there's a button that is broken, or it selects a particular country and just realizes that I just cannot move to the next page. Or for instance, you put in your phone number and you realize that you don't get SMS because you're using, a SIM card for some other country. So the AI agent is meant to just do that, right? So it could be using computer use, it could be browser use as well, whatever the case might be. We're not going to be too specific. You just need to be creative about it and come up with the right approach. And then one of Chavi's favorite topic, which is the workflow automation. So traditionally, you would have a lot of API endpoints. People need to build API endpoints to take specific actions. And then after a while, we started moving into low code, no code, where you just have drag and drops. So for instance, if we go back to the HR flow I had explained, you would have this drag and drop that says, oh, you have this email. Once you get the email, then this is the next step you need to take. So for this, what we're pretty much looking at is where you can just type plain English, right? And then it just becomes a proper workflow. So for instance, I could think of a very complex process. So I could say, oh, we do have operations in about 20 countries, and then we have the payroll processing. Now, traditionally, what would you do? It means that every HR in every location needs to prepare the payroll, right? So you're looking at 20 different payrolls, 20 different payroll systems. They need to collate that and, eventually make payments. Now, if you have humans doing that, you just take a lot of time, to do that, right? So what we're looking at is how do we automate this entire flow, right? How do we build an application where you just type plain, simple English, and then it just builds the workflow for you. And then the next one, data. Another Chavi's favorite topic is Chavi's ahead of data. So this is pretty much an autonomous agent again, that goes through the data set. For this, again, we do not necessarily need to do Gen AI. If you need to build ML models, please feel free to do that. But it pretty much goes through the data, clients, partner information, operational data, financial data, trading information as well. Again, you generate the synthetic data that you want, and it just needs to surface real-time insights, right? So it needs to say, for instance, oh, as part of our user conversion, this time last week, we had about maybe 100,000, people tried to sign up, but maybe only 10% of them eventually deposited. And then it compares that to this week, right? And then it just gives you signals as to things we need to be doing better. And then we have the next one, which is product experience. Shout out to Carl. This is bonus point from Carl. So there are two things that we're looking at here. So the first one is the UX analyzer and conversion optimizer. So for those of us that we really love UI, UX, we are front-end AI engineers, or even back-end. This is a very interesting use case and challenge for you. So pretty much, again, going through the user journey, going through user friction points, figuring out why we're having drop-offs, right? So for example, how do you automatically go through the entire user journey and just figure that, oh, I think the KYC is the problem here, right? Or whatever the case might be. And then just not that, but also coming up with, specific designs, right? To say, oh, I think the reason why we're having 40% drop off on this page is because of this, right? Either elements are not placed properly or whatever the case might be. And so it just automatically suggests the right design, at that point in time. So this is one of the things we're looking at. And then the last but not the least, we're looking at an AI solution that does, product ideation and also review the product. So all you just need to do is just prompt it. It could be terrible prompts. Just put in whatever you want. It ideates, based on what you've put in, comes up with designs, reviews that design, and at the same time, we can just turn that into actual product. So that's all with the challenges. Again, like I said, we have all of this on the website. They're all on PDF. So there's the long format. I've just, gone through the summarized version. And then one other thing, and I'll hand over to Chavi. So for this as well, we posted this on the website also, and we discussed this briefly on Saturday. Of course, we're not going to be limiting anyone to resources or things that you need to use. I think someone had asked last week Saturday, are we giving APIs? What exactly are the resources we're giving? Do we need to put this on localhost, or do we need to publish this somewhere? So what we've done, of course, with help from our AI engineers, is to just look for free resources. So you need to host whatever you need to host. You can use all of this. So you have like the AI models in there. You have LLM frameworks in there. So your LangChain, LangGraph, Google ADK. You have data sources as well. So you want to generate fake or synthetic data, you know where you need to go to. For UI, UX as well. So you want to use Google AI Studio. So if you're building your prototypes, we have resources in there as well. All of these are on the Lab website. So feel free to go through them. And then I would hand over to Chavi. He would quickly walk us through the judging criteria, and then we can open this up for questions and answers.
Thank you, Rotimi. I think that we forgot to present ourselves. Well, he's Rotimi. He's the head of security. And I'm Xavi, or Xavier, Xavier. I will hear my name so many different ways, but it's fine. And I'm the head of data. Both of us, we have teams on AI. Okay, and we have some of the team members around here that will be helping during the weekend. And I'm mainly here to talk about what is the most important thing at the end, that is the criteria that we will be using. As you can see, we are dividing mainly in 4 different criteria. Okay, the importance of each one of the criteria is a bit different. Then you need to know, and we will explain why. But the first one is the problem understanding. You need to understand why we are putting these problems and how it relates to us. It's not about trying to read something and just create something. It's important that you understand why we are asking for it and how it relates to the problems that we have. Because if we can relate, it will be easy for us to have a better note on that side. Yeah, also, you can read here. I will not go everything, because if not, we will take too much time. And yeah, I am sure that you want to start already building. But yeah, the second one is the business impact. At the end, we are doing these solutions to have a real impact on our day-to-day. We are trying to automate. We are trying to do something for our clients. And our clients also is internal clients. It's not only about our external clients. Then you need to think, what I'm doing is bringing value or not. If things doesn't bring value, then you can do the best thing in the world, that it will not work at all for the clients and for the internal stakeholders. Both of them will have a 20 and 20% of importance on the score. And then we go to the ones that are more important, because also is what we are here. One is AI leverage. Of course, we are here to see how you use AI. Then we want to see exactly what you are using, what is the solution, how the solution is using AI, why is using AI, and so on. Then it's really important also that you take the best solutions or the best options out there to get something working, that it goes to the next one. That at the end, we need something that is working. Then what is important is to see the end-to-end solution working, that you can present it, that the demo itself, and so on. And then also you can explain why you did this way and not this other way, why you took this technology, and so on. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope that you had time also to read if you want. Anyway, you have something already on the 4 points on the website. Okay, and you can also come to us and ask questions, anything that you need. We are around. We will have all the mentors. We have some of them here. Tomorrow we will be also here. We will be online. Then any question that you have, feel free to reach out to any of us. It's good because I have one of the t-shirts and he has the other one. Anyone with any of these t-shirts? Yeah, well, you have the white version also. It's true. It's true.
Black, so.
No, we agree with black. But anyway, yeah, that's why we are here. Also, to any questions that you have, And also, we understand that to understand better what we do, we are the functional person to go. Okay, now we will go for FAQ, questions that you might have, online, inline. Yes.
Fault detection system already do exist. So what is the expectation from us? Fault detection systems already exist. Fault detection systems, the problem, yeah. So they already exist. So what is the expectation from us?
So if we really think about it, every solution kind of exists today, right? I don't think, I think for us, what we're looking forward to is your creative approach to doing it, right? So it's not just you going on the internet and going on GitHub and just, cloning a repo and just, oh guys, this is something that I have, right? I think it's just the creative approach. Would you really want to see, have you put your mind to it? Have you thought about it? Did you build this? What was your approach? What are you doing differently? This is what we really want to see. So a lot of the solutions, yes, you're right. Some of the solutions, you would see them on GitHub. I don't think there's really anything new that you wouldn't really see. Maybe a new version of CloudBots or ModeBots or OpenClub. Or aside to, I think most of them are pretty much out there.
For the questions, I'd like to jump in because I am sure there will be tons of questions referring to actual submission, forming teams, and all the technicalities that you now have the idea what you should build, which tracks you should tackle at this hackathon. But there's also the technical part, how to actually submit and what to submit. So I think I can cover that in 5 minutes, and then we jump to the full Q&A session.
We've got already also the online participants joining us online watching this stream. They will have another online Q&A session happening on LabLab Discord server. So let me quickly go through how the submission works, and then we start the full Q&A session to answer to every single one of you present here and everybody online. Go to Discord once this stream ends and you'll get all your questions answered. If I could ask for the presentation that was playing at the beginning to put and we are here. So for the hackathon walkthrough, all of you registered already for the hackathon. If not, formally, to submit your project, you should register on lablab.ai. The first hackathon that you will see at the website banner is Deriv AI Talent Sprint. So simply click sign up, fill the quick form, and register, because I'm sure that some of you actually bring some friends on site, and they formally did not join the hackathon yet. So let them just finish the registration process so all of you can actually team up. So once you all create the account on LabLab AI and register for the hackathon, you will be able to create a team. So the sign up button that you used to sign up for the hackathon will change into join or create a team. So the teams can be from 1 to 3 people at this hackathon. If you want to hack solo, simply create a 1-person team. Then think what you'd like to build, which track you'd like to tackle. If you have any idea and you're not sure actually if the idea is fine to build, if this is good, you can always consult with mentors and check what they think about your solution and start building with your team on the challenge, on the track that you actually chose. Then build and submit your solution by Saturday, February 7th, 9 p.m. Dubai time. And then it's time for the judges to select the winners. We've got a full hackathon guide. If any of you would like to get back to what I'm saying right now, to have the instruction pulled up, how to submit your project, feel free to scan the QR code. It's also very visible on the LabLab website. Just check it out, and step by step, there's a full guide on how to submit your project. It's also listed on the LabLab website, the same that also contains the hackathon challenge and all the tracks. So you can always revisit. So yeah, create or join a team. This is just for formalities, so that you can submit your solution in the end of the hackathon. When you open the dashboard, once you join the hackathon, you'll be able to see the teams that are currently looking for members. So you can simply click the button, connect your Discord account. So it's working correlated. And you can actually connect with the potential team members over Discord as well. And if the team is looking for members, you will see, and you can simply click one button to tell them that you'd like to join their team. Then you can also use the chat. So if you'd like to quickly check if somebody is looking for a team, you can. Also, hybrid teams are allowed at this hackathon. So imagine that for all the on-site people who are here with us in Dubai, it's best to simply, check who's looking for a team, connect, and start building together. But you can also find teammates who are building fully online to join your team. So one person is here, two people building online. This is also great. And these are like, I've seen the projects coming out of such teams, and they are actually amazing to see. If you'd like to contact mentors on site, mentors are wearing Deriv t-shirts. You're free to approach them anytime. And also on the LabLab Discord server, mentors are available as well. I know that some of you who are here today cannot join us tomorrow or cannot join us on Sunday. You can always ask questions on LabLab Discord. Simply ask, tag mentors or Deriv mentors. So mentors get a notification and you get the answer as soon as they are available for you when they finish answering the other hacker. And all the communication related to this particular hackathon is happening on the Deriv AI Talent Sprint channels on LabLab Discord. For the mentors from the LabLab team, on Discord, there's 4 people available to help you: Sofia, Maciej, Mohammed, and Steven. They are available. Someone is always available for you. So you'll get your answers really, really quickly. For the deliverables, once you build your project according to the track and the challenge that you're choosing, you'll need to submit 3 key things. Product description, so describe what you've built. Then the presentation. This is a video presentation, and we recommend it to be maximum 5 minutes. So simply squeeze the key what you'll build for the upcoming 24 hours and record the video. You can record your screen and show how the application looks like. You can record yourself. Here on site, we've got a lot of quiet rooms, the glass rooms. You can use it to record your presentations as well. And then the GitHub link with the demo. If you want to submit your project, you need to simply go to LabLab website and to the registration page of this hackathon. And when you go to your team dashboard, you will see the button Submit Project. So as simple as that, you click the button Submit Project and the form pops up. So you need to fill out all the required fields in the form, and the submission is available till the submission deadline, which is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Dubai time. You also need to indicate if you participated online or on site. So for the hybrid teams, if at least one member is present with us here in Dubai, you simply choose on-site team. Then once you choose your track that you're building upon, in the submission form, please also make sure to select the right track, so the judges, when they see your submission, they can already see which track you were tackling. And then I would like to remind all of you that on Sunday at 3 p.m., we'll have a workshop by AWS happening here that will also be streamed live from Mohammed Ezat, who already, we've got one person who joined us at the Function One conference. He already gave a workshop there. So this one will be, and people love that. So really happy that we can bring AWS to this hackathon as well, happening on Sundays, just before the winner's ceremony. And this is the end. I would also like to encourage you to join our upcoming hackathons. Every single week, we have a new challenge up on the LabLab website. So complete AI hackathon happening fully online starting February 23rd. For those of you really hungry for more, when 1 weekend of building is not enough, there's challenges available. Then we've got, sorry for that. Then we've got the hackathon on ERC 804, where you build AI agents on that in collaboration with Serge, also fully online, starting in March. So feel free to participate. $50,000 worth of prize pool. And the mode book that everybody is talking about, we've just launched another challenge. It's already on, and the submission deadline for this is 19th of February. So you're free to start building anytime. It's kind of self-run, so you simply come in with an idea what you'd like to build with Modebook, AI agents, Web3 apps. All the ideas are welcome, and all the details are on the LabLab website. And now I would like to wish you all best of luck at the hackathon. The hacking part starts now. Good luck, hackers.